Gamar Jova Mego Brebo, Modi David Khotshek Vedra. Hello everyone, speaking Georgian is a very interesting experience for me. Hopefully I did it well. Dear students, today it's my pleasure to introduce you our instructor Veselin Kostov. Hello Veselin.
Hello.
He will be leading, implementing and operating Cisco Enterprise Network Core Technologies, or if saying more shortly, ENCOR course. And today you will be able to learn more about his experience overall about the course and the certification benefits. If questions arise, please feel free to ask them in comments and our Georgian support team will manage to answer them. Veselin, tell our students more about yourself, about your experience. How many years have you been working in the IT industry?
Hello again. So my name is Veselin Kostov. I have been working in the Cisco technologies for about 22 years now. I started a little bit before year 2000. And I started working in a system integrator. So I was working for a Cisco partner, and we were doing a lot of projects for different Cisco customers with Cisco routing and switching, Cisco data center, Cisco voice over IP technologies. In 2004, I got my CCIE in routing and switching, which is now replaced by the enterprise certification. In 2007, I became a Cisco instructor, and I'm certified to deliver Cisco trainings for now, it's been 14 years. And this is most of the time what I do. I'm teaching different courses for Cisco. I'm also working from time to time as a consultant to some of the big service providers here in Bulgaria. So I have also some practical experience with these technologies.
Super, thank you. How do you think is ENCOR course popular now?
I think that this course is very popular because it gives you the knowledge that is necessary to work in almost every service provider, I would say, in every probably government institution. Also, you can work in a lot of system integrators and other companies. These are the most important topics about the networking that I believe every networking engineer needs to know. So this course is really very popular.
Mm-hmm. According to your personal observations, what is the demand for such professionals? Is it high or low, or maybe rising?
I think it is rising, definitely. I can also see that in my job as a consultant for this for this service provider that I work, that they constantly look for such people that have more experience, which is at least 3 years of experience in the networking. There are not so many people right now, not only here in Bulgaria, but also, I believe, everywhere in Europe. All the time, people are looking for good networking engineers, and especially the people that they understand the network and they already have at least some experience to know how to configure and troubleshoot and support a good network.
Mm-hmm. Let's dive a bit more into details about the course. What topics will be covered and what practical exercises it will include?
In this training, we have topics like routing protocols, which are very important for the networking administrator. We have almost a full day of OSPF and EIGRP routing protocols. We have almost a day about security, the most important concepts that you need to understand in our Cisco routers and switches. We have a little bit about virtualization. We have some topics about private networks, virtual private networks, and the configuration of these networks. We have a little bit also of the programming, which is just mentioned in this class because this is the trend in the networking, that we also have some knowledge in the development and DevOps from Cisco. The good thing is that we have a lot of exercises and a lot of labs probably half of the time of this training is covered also by different labs. So people can get really the hands-on, and they will be able to configure and to understand what they configure. Actually, this is one of the best things that Cisco did for the last 2 years in their trainings. I really find it very useful. We not only have the exercises and we just do step by step the exercise, but there is a very good explanation what exactly you are doing and why you are doing these exercises. So really this is very, very helpful. And if a person is listening to the instructor and then doing the labs, then this person can get a lot of benefits from this class. And of course, the instructor is there to help with the labs in case that's needed.
Great. Sounds very great. How would you define the prerequisites for this course? What skills potential students should already have in order to get the most from this course?
Well, the best will be if the student has already passed the CCNA exam and has the knowledge of the CCNA. And when I say pass the CCNA exam, it's good that this person already has probably at least 1 year of experience and understands the material from the CCNA, understands the most important topics that are part of the CCNA. These are things like understanding subnet masks, understanding IP addresses, understanding how to basically configure the routing protocols, because we will configure these routing protocols more in depth in our ENCOR class. Also know a little bit about security and the initial knowledge that is needed for the networking that is covered by the CCNA. Probably it's possible that the person hasn't passed the CCNA exam, but at least has the knowledge and probably 1-2 years of experience in networking.
From your personal point of view, why should our Georgian students apply for this course? What are the core benefits they will get?
One of the things that I really believe is that if person has the knowledge and understands how to apply the configurations from this training, this person should be able to get a job in every, I believe, every service provider or any company that has a network, and that this company needs configuration and support from a network system administrator. So really, this is the kind of knowledge that every network administrator needs. And I think that it will be very easy for the people to find a job if they have this knowledge.
Okay. And what international certificate will our students get after successfully passing the exam at the end of the course?
Now, this training is the first part of the enterprise certification, and it is needed for a person to pass CCNP enterprise. You know, CCNP is the second level in the Cisco certifications. Now, in order to become a CCNP, unfortunately, you need more than one exam, and this is for every other Cisco certification in the CCNP level. You need to pass this exam, ENCOR, and then you need one additional exam, which might be related to the design, which might be related to the troubleshooting. Most of the time, I recommend that we go after that for the advanced enterprise routing and switching, because you continue in the field of routing protocols, VPNs, and virtualization configuration. So to tell you in a summary, you're going to get the CCNP enterprise, but you need also one more additional exam, which is also part of the enterprise.
And what is this additional exam?
You have a choice out of 5 different exams. One of those is for troubleshooting, one is for development, one is for the design of the network, one is for the virtualization, and there is the one that I recommend, which is called Enterprise Advanced Routing and Switching, which is NRC. This is the one that I believe is the closest to the material in ENCOR, and probably the easiest for the students to pass. And these two exams will give them the CCNP Enterprise.
And let's talk a bit more about the structure of exam. For example, are there multiple choice questions or something else?
Well, it's a mixture of such questions. There are a lot of questions that you have to select the only one answer. There are some questions that are multiple choice, and you can have 2, 3, even sometimes 4 answers possible, but it's possible that you choose, for example, 4 out of 7. So there is no rule there, but there will be also some multiple choice question. And there are also some drag and drop questions where you have to select maybe the order of an operation and configuration of something, and you have to put in specific boxes one by one the different answers, and you have to drag and drop the correct answers.
Let's talk about the certification, like how this certification will help our students in their professional career. Maybe you can name some job positions that are suitable for the specialists who just completed such kind of course.
Yes, as I mentioned previously, in every service provider, this person with this knowledge should be able to find a job as a network administrator, system architect. Why not also a salesperson? Because you will know how to make the design of the network as well, and you'll be able to prepare the network plans and to prepare different networking projects. Every service provider will be happy to have such a person. I work a lot with the different financial institutions. So every bank will be happy to have such a person to support their network. Also, every system integrator that is a partner of Cisco and is doing different Cisco projects will be happy to have such a person. Why not Cisco, which is one of the very big companies that is offering a lot of job positions. And even I personally, I'm contacted very often from Cisco that they ask me for people that are looking for a job with such description.
Great. And can you share your story when you were in the beginning of your career? How such learning and certification influenced your career development?
That's a nice question, because unfortunately, when I started learning, I just have one small CD that had a little bit of information about Cisco and their technologies. It was really pretty difficult to find information in Google about Cisco. Now you can find information everywhere. There is a lot of video, a lot of documents that if you just have the time and you want to be better in this field, it's much easier. I really wish in the past that I was able to have such a training. And actually, just a little bit before I become a CCIE, I had a routing and switching training, which was actually pretty much the same as it is ENCOR now. And this exam helped me a lot to get better self-confidence first, then to improve a lot in my job, and then to get the CCIE exam, which was something that really changed my life, actually.
What would you recommend to all students do during the course in order for them to get successfully certified?
Well, I really believe that for the last 2 years, not only in this class, but also in other trainings, Cisco have done a great job. So if the student is careful during the training, if they listen to the instructor, and then if they do all the labs, but they try to understand the labs. And this is what I told you, this is one of the benefits for these labs, that we also have the description why we are making the different configurations. So this really helps the student to understand the lab. And if they understand the lab, if they understand the material, it will be very easy for them to pass the exam as well. And then passing the exam will give them a lot of new opportunities.
Yeah, I think your advice is very valuable. And thank you very much, Veselin, for taking time to join us today and share your vision and experience with our students.
Thank you very much, Nadezhda.
We hope today's interview will help our audience to make the final decision whether this course is suitable for them or not. Y media se interesa, hijo. See you again in February when all trainings will start. Dear students, don't forget to apply for desired courses by December 30. See you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye, Veselin.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.